Hello everyone, my name is Lechowski and I would like to present my paper of Intelligence Advisory Innovative Framework of Enhanced 2% Interaction for Healthcare Providers. In today's world, the technology profoundly impacts all aspects of our lives. Medical frameworks are becoming a key tool for enhancing the quality and accessibility of medical services. One of the innovative features the scientifically improved, efficiently and coordinated in medical care is the development of timelines on medical frameworks. Developing a timeline for medical frameworks is not only a timely but also an excellent solution as it opens up endless possibilities in managing and monitoring medical events and treatments in real time. This tool mentions the way we pursue and interact with medical information, providing a balanced and integrated approach to managing medical data. In this slide, you can see database structure in the context of Touchpoint's healthcare information system. The database of the timeline is organized as a collection of interconnected process and data storages coordinating the collection, storage, and reproducing of clinical and administrative data in chronological order. The database structure is designed to optimize interaction with user and ensure a high level of data integration. In the setup model of the Touchpoint's healthcare system, the timeline database is initialized through a series of steps, starting with loading the event name for the node known as send description. After identifying the event, a timeline item template is created to standardize the information content displayed in the timeline. This timeline item templates are subsequently stored in a specialized repository, ATI templates, for further use. The final step is setup adding TIs to the timeline chronologically, forming the basis for visualizing events in the temporal sequence. In the next slide, you can see the scheme of cases of doctor-patient work, and this figure depicts the hierarchical structure of interactions between clinical staff and patient within the Touchpoint's health system. The data structure of Touchpoint's health defines a hierarchical management model that includes several levels of user roles and corresponding permissions of access patient timelines. The highest level is in this hierarchy is occupied by the clinic manager and who has the ability to read all existing timelines, create new ones, and invite reports, and also initiate reports. Below this level are individual doctors, Doctor 1, Doctor 2, Doctor 3, each associated with their own group of patients. Each doctor is responsible for creating and curating the timeline of her patients, entering important clinical events, updates on her status, and other significant medical information. And also we have physical assistants 1 and 2, and they have limited access to the timeline with the ability only to read and add events to the timeline. On this screen, you can see schema of digital document management procedure, and the touchpoint health system includes a digital document management procedure specifically adapted for integration consent forms, which are a key element of legal interactions between clinical institutions and patients. The process being was a consent template stored in PDF or doc format in a document folder. The first step involves converting his template from text format into an image, allowing it to be visualized in system that may not support the original document formats. After the document is converted into an image, a React-based image editor is used to overlay text on the image. The visual representation of the document with text overlay is then saved as a separate image. And the final stage includes integration this image into the Perseverance timeline through an image viewer, providing quick access to the document and the ability to view it directly in the chronological context of the patient's medical history. This allowed clinical staff and patients to easily track the status of consent and ensure compliance with legal requirements regarding informed consent. Okay, in this slide you can see guide interface with AR support. You can see the timeline with 0 point and minus and plus day or week also year, and it's the procedure and post procedure. Also here we see some items like messaging, survey forms, request photo and information. You can put each element to the timeline where you need. And yeah, and in this slide you can see our timeline with filled items, and this figure showcases specialized adaptations of the touchpoints health timeline for the adult colonoscopy procedure, which diverges for previous depiction focused on hip replacement. This adaptation emphasizes the critical processes of data collection and input pertain to this particular medical procedure. It encompasses a central process and interaction, including messaging, exchanges, questionnaires, form processing, and photo requests, all necessary for comprehensive medical evaluation of the patient's condition prior to undergoing colonoscopy and for subsequent post-procedure recovery monitoring. Such an approach facilitates medical processes of data collection, pivotal for ensuring the quality of medical procedure planning and execution, thereby enhancing the treatment and recovery of the patient. Thanks for your attention.